Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. My name is Taylor, and today I want to talk about the powerful energy that we're feeling after this full moon and after this Mercury retrograde just came to an end on Monday, March 9th, and just kind of how the energies are going to be playing out the rest of the month and what we are experiencing right now at this time more intensely than ever before. I'm so glad that I can be here by the beach sharing this message with you guys. I feel like I have a lot to share and I'm going to get right into it, but please enjoy the beach. I thank you all so much for being here, for all the work that you're doing right now on yourself, and for everything that you continue to do in the world that needs every single one of you, every one of us, more than ever right now. The world needs to have light shown into it, and this is the most powerful time to do that, and the most powerful time that it's ever been on this planet Earth right now, and I'm sure that every single one of you can feel this. So I'm going to start by the cards that I pulled this morning. The first one that I pulled was New Vision. New Vision and consciousness. Right now, I believe it's a powerful time to create a new vision for how you want to live your life. And this is through consciousness. This is through you opening up your consciousness, becoming more aware of what's happening in your own life through your own patterns. And right now, this is a powerful time to transmute those patterns and to really create new patterns for your life. And I believe that's why it says why I pulled New Vision, because we have new visions of what we want our lives to look like. We're realizing that there's so much more than the temporary human experience right here, but that we can make the biggest difference possible while we are here on planet Earth right now. It's why we chose to come here at this time during this powerful awakening and transition and transformation that's occurring right now on the planet. And then the last card I got was Isolation. I feel like I've been pulling that card a lot lately, and it's because right now many of you might be feeling isolated from the mass amount of people that are still unawake and that are still not going through their spiritual process yet. You might feel that you are isolated in a sense, and that you don't have anyone to go to and speak to about the things that you're experiencing right now. And I feel like that was one of the more intense things I dealt with a few years ago when I first started going through this process, was feeling isolation. But then I realized the higher that you vibrate, the more that you create this high frequency in the world, you will align to those people and you'll start to vibrate at that frequency with others, and then those people will come into your life and you'll realize that you're not alone. And right now, with the power of the internet, we can all come together and help one another here through the internet. It's the most powerful way for all of us light workers and anyone going through this process to connect and to not feel isolated and alone. So I just want you to know that you are never alone and that we are all in this together. So now I'm going to get into what I wrote down for the energies this week and what I feel is happening in my own life, and then therefore I just wanted to share with you guys. So I put the purging of older dense energies to allow for new energy to come within is happening very, very strongly right now. There's a lot of old energy that's being released, a lot of possibly even past life trauma being released, and just ancestral baggage that we've been carrying around our whole lives that's being released and let go of. And it's causing for an intense cathartic type of release happening within each of us, and many of us are feeling extremely emotional and just a lot of baggage that's being let go of right now. You can allow for this process to take place and allow for all these energies to be released right now, and that will help you to continue to live at a higher frequency, and also to experience the life that you are meant to experience and create the reality that you want to live. So continue to allow this process to take place for this month of March. It's a powerful, powerful month to do this. Mercury shadow for the next 2 weeks. So after Mercury retrograde ends, it goes through a shadow period. And during the shadow period, it's a great time to integrate everything that you've gone through during the Mercury retrograde. So all that you've experienced that's come up over the past few weeks, you can start to integrate, and you can allow for the old patterns to be broken. Allow for the old patterns to be released and let go of. So whatever you may have experienced coming up from your past, you can finally start to transmute it, start to create a new reality for yourself, and let go of these patterns because they no longer serve you and they're no longer for your highest good. We can break these patterns and let them go and start to create that new pattern of life that we want to live and exist in. And we are the creators of our reality. We can create those patterns that we want to live more wholly through and start to experience that life that we want to live. This is a good metaphor that I came up with this morning in my head. I put realizing that energy comes in waves just like the ocean. So the ocean is a good example of the waves of energy. So we'll have waves of energy kind of going through our body and letting go of those emotions. As the waves come to the shore, we're kind of letting go of those emotions. And some days the waves are more intense than others. So some days you may feel a lot of intense waves of emotions coming up, but you can allow for those waves to come to shore. Allow for those waves to travel through your body and come out of your body. And realize that it's okay to cry. It's good to release. It's healthy to let go. So when you're feeling emotional, feel into those emotions, feel into your feelings, and let go of all that comes up within you. And sometimes those waves will be very intense. But then there will be days where the waves are much more calm and you're feeling more calm, because the work that you're doing on yourself and allowing for that release, it's allowing for more calm days to come, and days where you can really just start to embody the new version of yourself and really start to live from a higher state of being, a higher vibrational state. And you'll see that the ocean is more calm. The ocean within you, the water within you is more calm. We're made up of 70% of water, our bodies are. So you can imagine, especially when a full moon like this comes, just as it raises the tides of water, it raises the tides within us. It raises the water within us, and it causes the energy to be stirred up within us. But now, as the full moon starts to subside, we can allow for more calm waters, and we can really start to learn to go through this process. The more that we ride these waves and learn to surf the waves of life, the more that we'll get better at surfing them. The better we'll become at dealing with the energies that come up within us and that get stirred up within us, and we can start to realize that everything that happens for us is for our highest good. All that we're going through is for our highest good, and for us to truly be able to transform ourselves and start to embody a new version of ourselves in the world, so that we can create more love and more harmony among the world, among the collective. Important thing is, we can't feed into fear. There's a lot of fear going around right now. As we all know, there's a virus that is extremely feared right now among, the collective. The news is creating so much fear, and there's always so much fear among the collective, among humanity. But we can start to vibrate at a higher frequency and start to live more from a love frequency, more from spreading love, spreading light, spreading joy, positivity. We can be aware of what's happening in the world, but we can also start to live from higher frequency and start to create more love and more light and more positivity in the world, so that we can shift this fearful state of mind. There's always something to be fearful of, per se. So why are we going to amplify the fear? Why are we going to feed into it and constantly be thinking fearful thoughts and allowing for that to kind of play out in our life? The more that we fear and the more energy that we spread that way, the more that we will see fear projected into our own reality, the more that we'll see it in our reality system. So why not start to live from love and start to spread higher energy frequency, so that we can create a better life for ourselves and for everyone around us? That's an important thing to do right now, and to not feed into the fear that's being spread. We can't feed into it. We have to create new life, new light, and new love, and start to vibrate from that higher frequency. Check out this plane flying by, guys. It's a cool plane. I hope that everything I'm saying so far resonates. I know that it's a lot right now. I know there's so much happening right now, and it can be overwhelming. I myself have gone through a lot of purging these past few days, and so much energy being stirred up within me, and that's why I felt called to make this message. It's so powerful right now. The energy is the most powerful I've ever felt in my entire life. I've never felt so much energy come up within me, and I'm learning how to deal with it. I spend a lot of time, pretty much every day, grounding myself. I come to the beach almost every day to ground myself and put my feet into the soil of the earth. And it's important right now, guys, to ground yourself and find ways to really stay grounded through this time, because it's so easy to become spacey and become disconnected from our source. Be disconnected from our higher state and our higher self, and it's important to reconnect to that part of ourself, to that higher self of ours that is helping us to create a better reality for ourselves. And then the last thing I wrote was, very strong emotions are coming up right now. And I'm going to give an example of last night for myself and what I went through last night. So last night I was in a meditation, and I was outside in my backyard. I was feeling into my emotions. I've been doing a lot of healing from my past over this past few months, just really intensely healing my past. A lot of my own wounds that I've had from my father, and the suicide that him taking his own life. It really has been something that I have to really go back and revisit and start to, or do more inner work regarding that. So last night I was intending on doing inner work, releasing those parts of myself that no longer serve me regarding my father, and how I feel still to this day, the emotions that I feel and the the sadness, and also just a lot of the feelings that I've continued to go through in my life through patterns. But anyways, last night I was releasing, letting go in this meditation, and I got towards the end. I started looking up in the sky, and all of a sudden I literally felt a hand on my head give me like 3 taps, like everything's gonna be okay. And I really thought that someone was behind me. So at first I got a little bit nervous, a little scared, so I looked back really quick, and I'm like, wow, there's no one behind me. Well, lo and behold, I get up and I just start bursting into tears. I feel so much emotion. I feel this energy surge through my whole body, and this rush of energy coming through me. And at that moment, I knew I was connecting to my father's energy, to his soul. And I felt his soul telling me, like, everything is going to be okay. I felt my angels, I felt my guides just there with me at that moment. And I felt so many emotions come up at once. It was very intense, but extremely transformative and powerful. And I realized at that moment that everything we're going through is leading us to where we're supposed to be, is leading us to our highest good, leading us to transform our soul, which we are meant to do while we're here in this lifetime. So whatever that may be manifesting in your life for, whatever experiences you're going through, it's all for your highest good, and everything is happening for us exactly the way that it's supposed to. So allow for this process to take place. Allow for these energies to come up and be stirred up within you. And I feel like this month of March is really, really powerful in transforming ourselves. So continue to do this inner work. You're doing amazing, and you are so appreciated and loved. I'm so grateful for you, and the universe is so grateful for you for being here. You have so many angels and guides protecting you, watching over you. But I am here in physical form to tell you that everything is going to be okay, and that you are doing better than you can imagine. So continue doing the work you're doing, and I hope this message resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you can hit the bell notification so that you'll see when I have videos come out, at least 1 or 2 a week. And I appreciate you all so much. I love you. I hope that you enjoyed the view and this beautiful, beautiful ocean behind me. I'll show you guys a little bit more of the ocean before I go. Much love, peace, namaste, and keep on being you and shining your light into the world. Thank you so much. Yes, I